Welcome back to Notes Edition, where I read notes off of my phone. Today's note is called Bitcoin is a Pyramid Scheme. When learning about Bitcoin, one of the first observations people make is that Bitcoin is a pyramid scheme. It's only worth what you can get someone to pay for it. It's a really poignant observation to make because it points out a crucial aspect of money that applies to all forms of trade. Money itself has never had a consumable intrinsic value outside of the corresponding network of humans willing to barter their time, energy, and resources against it. For instance, digital dollars have no value outside of the dollar network. Someone could say, well, gold is money and can also be used for jewelry, and jewelry has value. Yes, but the minute gold is made into jewelry, by definition, it ceases to be money, even if it retains its value as property. We attach the collective label of money onto certain tokens symbolizing value, but any given token's material makeup isn't actually the money itself. Money is a uniform, tradable, interchangeable, or fungible unit of energy bartered against a collective perception of value. The important distinction to make here is that although the form factor of money can often be consumed, money itself can't be consumed by an end user. If a batch of berries previously used as currency are eaten, the berries had lost their meaning as money to the consumer and no longer held monetary properties. If someone burns paper currency to stay warm, it was no longer considered money prior to burning. When any individual saves money, they store up future energy from the community. No one stores money with the intention of consuming it. We might store grain to consume it, but usually consumable goods aren't used as money, even when used as a store of value. We store money in hopes that we will be able to trade that money for someone else's effort in the future. The person receiving the money also hopes to pass along those very same units of money in exchange for something of value in the future. In this way, all types of money are varying forms of pyramid schemes. Some simply last longer than others. Eventually, someone will be left holding a worthless unit of money unless they can find new blood. Each type of money resembles this scheme in a slightly different capacity. The dollar is a pyramid scheme because the first people to spend it into circulation get something for free, and they also get the most value out of it before the dilution of the money supply causes prices to rise, which is always a lagging indicator of the inflation of the money supply. Bitcoin is a pyramid scheme because the first people to mine it get a larger share of its limited supply for a fraction of the energy costs, and everyone that follows pays a higher premium to mine it or buy it. Bitcoin is only worth what you can get for it, which is true for all forms of money and ultimately all forms of value. Other forms of value are sought after for their consumption. You buy a bottle of water, not to resell it, but to transfer that energy toward your survival. Money, on the other hand, is consumption deferred. If you only need 3 hot meals today, 100 hot meals might be completely unnecessary. But if you could save up 100 hot meals today to enjoy over the course of a month, that's where money can provide value. Money becomes a store of value, a token representation of goods and services redeemable from the community at some point in the future. The instability with the price of goods is rooted in the value of money. We have to weigh money's imaginary future value against today's redeemable value. If the money I have will buy more of what I need tomorrow than what I need today, I tend to save. If it buys an equal amount or less, I spend. The pyramid scheme of the dollar, Bitcoin, and money itself is that you will always need a community, a sucker to pass the money off to. As long as new demand for money enters the market via population growth and compounding economic activity, the scheme may continue, offering the survival benefits afforded by combining monetary language, communal cooperation, and viable economic resources. And that's today's note.